The suspect has claimed that Geri Pfeiffer is a fraud. His evidence of her being a fraud? An arrest record from 1980s, okay? She was arrested in 1980 on a drug-related charge. She's never denied that. She has never tried to hide it. And the fact that it happened in the 1980s means what today? Means that she can help reunite children with parents once the children turn 18? Really? Fraud involves money, okay? She doesn't charge any money for her website. It's free. Okay, so I'm not sure what the fraud part is. The website's free. It will never cost anything. Donations are accepted to help offset the cost of running the website, which actually comes out of my pocket. Okay, but if another donation never came in, ever, I would make sure that AmericasTaken.com is up for the next 1,000 years. I believe in what Geri's doing enough to do that. Geri helps people. Geri posts helpful links on her Facebook page. Geri has over 11,000 followers on her Facebook page, which I think is the real reason why she's a target. Not because she's a fraud. Okay? Fraud involves taking money for false pretenses, either for personal enrichment or some other nefarious reason. America's Taken is free. Okay? When she reunites a family with children that were taken from them through Child Protective Services, once that child turns 18 and she reunites them, she doesn't charge money for that. She doesn't ask for money for that. She does it because it's a good thing to do. She does it because she's a good person. The trumped-up charges that Child Protective Services made against Geri were just as bogus as all the other legal kidnappings the Child Protective Services does. That's why she's in this movement, because it happened to her. So anyone else out there that have had their children wrongfully taken from them by Child Protective Services, you're not alone. Geri Pfeiffer has lived it. She has endured it. Reuniting those families is important. It's important work. It's work that should continue. It's work that shouldn't be hampered by a bunch of false allegations by someone who clearly enjoys hurting people, who lives in another country. But again, don't take my word for anything. Don't believe a single thing I've told you. Go look for yourself. Go to the America's Taken Facebook page. Scroll down there and see if you see helpful articles, if you see helpful stories, if you see anything that looks good and worthy and helpful and kind. Then go to the talk show host page, scroll down and see how much positivity and uplifting content is on the page. If you look at 40 posts on America's Taken, you're going to find that the vast majority of them are positive and helpful. If you look at 40 posts on the talk show host page, how many of those are uplifting and helpful? And how many are just seething hatred? Go look for yourself. I'm not going to tell you what to think. Go look. Go see for yourself. But the cyber-stalking game only works when there's two participants. After I make this film, I'm not going to give this talk show host another thought, okay? If anything, he should thank me for making him a bona fide movie star with his very own Internet Movie Database page. You'd think that'd be his whole goal. The film I'm making is about the suspect. This film, Bong John Silver, is the true story of what I and my friend Geri Pfeiffer have endured. Go watch the videos. If you go to s.t.o.l.e.n.news, you'll see the information that we've gathered. The evidence, again, is nothing but his recordings of him on the phone, recordings of him on camera. None of this is really complicated, people. I mean, you either believe that this is him on video or you don't. Or perhaps you believe that it's him on video and he's acting, okay?
Mark Muma, get the on the blowhorn, you little you goof. Right? Right? You want to threaten kids, eh? How's those boys of yours, Mark Muma? Do they like living quiet lifestyles, Mark Muma? Or do you want them to know what it's like to get a kicking? Huh? I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you, John Astor. I'm so gonna kill you. You're a pedophile. You pled guilty to child porn. I've got you recorded. You're a pedo. You're a pedo. She's a fake fraud advocate that's trying to bring in pedophilia. You're dead, John Astor. Mark Lamar, you're dead. Geri Pfeiffer. I'm gonna kill these.
Absolutely riveting performance. I believed every word. The way the cyber-stalking laws are written in Canada is that you don't even have to be aware that your actions are causing others to reasonably fear. It's not required that you know that your acting is convincing enough to scare people. That's not part of the requirement. So it doesn't matter if the talk show host realizes what he did scared people or not. It doesn't matter if he was acting. His acting is extremely convincing. The guy's an extremely good actor. If this talk show host wanted to legitimately expose actual predators, that would be great. I would be his biggest fan. I would watch that show. But over the last 9 years, he's primarily talked about one man by the name of John Astor, who lives in Australia. Talk show host is in Canada. This John Astor person is in Australia. Now, who is he keeping safe in Canada from a guy who works out of his home in Australia? It seems that this guy was really wanted to keep Canadian children safe. Shouldn't he be hunting pedophiles a little closer to home? It's really sad about this guy. I've needed a 60s radio announcer type voice. I've looked forever, and he does a perfect one. But you know what? I'm not going to hire a guy who threatens to kill me and my family. It's kind of a deal breaker for me. I can put up with a lot of crap from a vendor. I can put up with a lot of crap from a creative artist, because you kind of expect a little bit of quirkiness to very talented, very artistic people. But the trial begins July 22nd. It's a hearing to determine if trial needs to be had. I think with the overwhelming evidence that exists for this defendant, it really shouldn't be a big deal to prove that he needs to stand trial. This is a partial count of the different times that the suspect has threatened people. That doesn't even count defamation. That's just actual bodily harm, threats of death and bodily harm. And we haven't even counted all the videos yet. That's just a few of them.